guys, welcome to my video. Today we are going to be doing all things paper clips. So I wanted to make a whole bunch of embellished paper clips. I have some here that I've made in the past, and I love them. Like, this is a huge one. I've got another caterpillar on a regular paper clip. I have butterfly wings. Like, I have all kinds in here. This one's fabric. And I've been using so many of these lately that I just really wanted to kind of replenish my supply and try some new things. So I'm gonna do that today with you guys, and we're gonna experiment a little bit and have some fun playing with things. So my desk is a little bit of a mess right now because I've got everything that I want to try out here on the desk. I have my paper clips here and here. We've got some like buttons and flat back little bead things. I've got some tickets and then all kinds of little embellishments here. So we're just gonna get started making some things. We're gonna start with, and I tried this out yesterday so I could see if it's gonna hold up well, but I have these little, some of these are buttons, and some are just little flat back, what would you call these, beads or embellishments. A lot of them have this little loop on the back, which I'm considering these buttons. And we're just gonna make some things. The little bees they're actually stick pins. So they have that little like push pin back. And we're gonna transform some of these into embellished paper clips because I have not used these since I bought them like a year ago, and I'm in this process of getting rid of things that I'm not using, and I don't want to get rid of these. So we're going to use them today. But I wanted to do those first because I was using super glue to see if that would make a good bond, and it really does. I mean, that is like on there. So I tried that yesterday. That worked out really well. So what we're going to do is start with these guys so they can be setting up while we work on our other things that kind of come together a little bit quicker. So that's the first thing we're going to do. And then we're going to get into some of our paper things that are kind of easy to, like, you know, push out really quick. So let's do that. Also, you guys, if you're using super glue, put something down to protect your mat, because yesterday I got super glue on my mat and I freaked out and I went and got acetone, and acetone took the super glue up, but it also removed lines from my mat. So I had a big old cry about this yesterday. Little bit of an emotional breakdown, and it was kind of like the straw that broke the camel's back type thing. I've been worried about my dad so much with his health issues and the kids and just all the life things. And then yesterday when this happened, I just completely melted down. So just a word to the wise, if you want to save your craft mat, put down something to protect it when you're working with super glue. And with that being said, let's go ahead and get started. So I'm just going to go through and pick out some of the cutest little buttons. Like, this flower's adorable. Okay, we probably won't do all of these, but I wanted to have them out and ready just in case I do decide to make a whole bunch. So I'm going to set this aside for a second, and then we're going to get started putting these together. We're going to start with a flower because I like them so much. And then make sure you put your paper clip on the right direction. And this is just what I did yesterday. I kind of got my little paper clips set up And then I just added the glue after. I wanted to make sure I could have them in a good position where they would dry well. So something like that. I'm wondering if we put the paper clip through the hole of the button, if it might help us to keep the paper clip in place, you know what I mean? We might try that. We'll give that one a try. See, he's not sitting very flat, so we might have to finagle him a little bit to dry properly. Here we are. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and get a little glue on the back of these. And I'm just like putting the glue around the paper clip and making sure that it is getting good contact between the paper clip and the little flat back bead. And then you just don't want to touch it again after you get it just right. So let's get this guy. I'll try to hold this one up so I can show you what I'm doing. But I'm just putting like the glue all around the paper clip so that when it rests, it's on there. And then we'll sit him down just like that. I don't know how this is gonna work out. This might be one of those that you would want to put a piece of tape on and just let it, I guess you could let it sit upside down. We'll see what happens here. That actually might be the best thing to do, is just like at least just get it adhered and then turn it over, you know what I mean? After it's on there pretty good. We'll try that anyway. I really wish I had some of that spray that makes your super glue set up instantly, you know? But I don't have that, so here we are. Probably doing things the hard way, which is generally how I roll around here. We're gonna hope for the best on those ones, okay? All right, let's move on.
Bring me into golden sunlight. If I'm going with you, I know we'll get to the other side. Sinking in, I know this feels right. Catching a breeze, love moving through me like a wildfire, like a wildfire. Never the same. Never you calling my name, I'm taking my sweet time. Hey, whatever the plan, I know I'm holding the best of me out of my hand. I know you always understand. Bring me into golden sunlight. If I'm going with you, I know we'll get to the other side. Sinking in, I know this feels right. Catching a breeze, love moving through me like.
And let's get our pretty little stack of ephemera up here. And let's get to work. So I have these tickets that I did some, what are they called? The distress sprays by Tim Holtz that you spray the color on. I can't really think of the name of them right now. And then I added some shimmer to these. So they're really, I feel like the camera is not doing them justice, but I thought these would be really cute as a paper clip. And then I'm gonna grab, what kind of glue are we gonna use today? I have two that I really like. The Barely Art glue and this Nouveau glue are really good. We might just switch between both of them. I'm gonna start with the Barely Art though, because I think this one is probably the one that I grab for the most. And I'm just gonna cover this ticket with glue. And then put the paper clip on. And I usually work around the edges first to get the edges where I want them in place. And then I work downward toward the paper clip. Because I'm going to use my bone folder to really get the paper to form around the paper clip. So I usually get my edges placed first and then kind of work. Man, that was a lot of glue. Okay. And I'm just kind of applying pressure around the paper clip right now. It's done. How cute is that? Of course, I need to clean the glue off the paper clip now, because I way overdid it on the glue. Okay. Yeah. Okay, next time we won't use quite as much glue. That was overkill, for sure. And there's our first one, admit one. I like both sides of this one, actually. It's really cute, the green side, green and orange, and then this side is like pink, orange, and a touch of blue down there. So that's cool. He's done. Let's move on to the next thing. Oh, I have these. I thought these would be a really cute embellishment. Maybe for like an Alice in Wonderland theme journal. I think that would be really cute. I have my black ink out right now, so I guess that's what we're gonna use. So let's go ahead and glue. Not as much glue as last time, because wowee, was that some glue. All right, let's go a little bit easier on the glue. All right, here we go, people. Okay. That where I want it, and let's add our top piece on here. Let's get our edges, everything aligned where we want it. Okay. And then we'll check on him in a minute. Let's move on to our next one. You can do flowers, and they look really cute sticking out of a journal, but this little plastic piece causes some trouble. Can you see how it sticks out a little farther? See that little plastic piece right there? So I try to trim that down, but you don't want to trim it too much because that's what holds your flower together. So this is the best way I found to do these. I trim off some of that bulk, but there's still a little tiny bit sticking out there, and then I glue all of that together. So I like bend the petals up, and I'll put a little glue between petals, and then between the inside part of the flower, and then I do it on the other side too. So bend this back, get a little glue underneath there, in between the petals. Oh, those are already glued together. And then what I do to make this even more secure, I have these little paper flowers from Dollar Tree, and I pluck this little, the inside part of it out so that we just have like this little paper petal piece. And then when we put our paper clip in here, like this, I use the paper petals on the back to kind of help secure everything in, and that way the back of it is pretty as well as the front. I'm gonna add my paper clip, and then this little petal part goes on the back, and you just, oops, you end up with this pretty little daisy paper clip.
Bring me into golden sunlight. If I'm going with you, I know we'll get to the other side. Sinking in, I know this feels right. Catching a breeze, love moving through me like a wildfire, like a wildfire. I'm never the same. Whenever you're calling my name, I'm taking my sweet time. Hey, whatever the plan, I know I'm holding the best of me out of my hand. I know you always understand. Bring me into golden sunlight. If I'm going with you, I know we'll get to the other side. Sinking in, I know this feels right. Catching a breeze, love moving through me like a wildfire, like a wildfire. Oh. sunlight. If I'm going with you, I know we'll get to the other side. Sinking in, I know this feels right. Catching a crazy love moving through me like a wildfire, like a wildfire. Hey, I'm never the same. Whenever you're calling my name, I'm taking my sweet time. Hey, whatever the plan, I know I'm holding the best of me out of my hand. I know you always understand. Bring me into golden sunlight.
All right, I think we've done enough paper. Let's move on to something else. All right. Let's do a desk reset and then we'll work on something else. I bought these little pom-poms from Dollar Tree and I'm not sure how I'm gonna attach these yet. Hot glue, I think, would again be the best option, but I don't have hot glue like I said before. So we're gonna see if we can make this work, but how cute would that be too? They just kind of stuck together like that. Isn't that cute? So let's just see what happens if we try to put some of these on here with regular glue and just pull it back as far as it'll go. And then try to glue. We'll see what happens. Question mark, question mark. If you put that in there and then just squeeze. I don't know if this is gonna work or not, friends, to be honest with you. It's not feeling promising at this point. We need a clamp or a clip or something. Let's just, let's go ahead and put a few of them together and then come back to them in a minute and look and see if it was worked. Cause I don't honestly know if this is gonna work or not, but hey. So literally all I'm doing is kind of picking a spot and then folding the fluff back away from that spot until I can kind of see the middle. And then I'm loading him up with glue. Like probably way too much. Sticking the paper clip as far down in there as I can and then pulling all that fluff around the paper clip and clamping it down.
If I'm going with you, I know we'll get to the other side. Sinking in, I know this feels right.
All right, let me grab some more supplies and I'll show you what we're gonna try next. Let's grab a few eyelets out. Let me get our crocodile. And some tape measure. I have a pink tape measure and I have the traditional like orangish yellow tape measure. So what we're gonna do is cut, let's see, let's just get a little length off of here. And then I'll put that back where it goes so it doesn't unravel on me. Get you back in your little case. Then we'll do the same with the pink. Okay, here's what we're gonna try. And I think this will work. I have made a few of these before and they turned out absolutely adorable. But what we're gonna do is cut off, let's see. I usually like to go on the 1/2 inch so that we get the full numbers. So I'm gonna do that here. Make this little cut. And then we're gonna put this around a paper clip. Like this. And we're gonna make it work. You kind of have to bend the center so that it fits in there properly. I'll show you what I mean in just a second. But do you see how wide the tape measure is and how narrow the paper clip is? You kind of have to fold the edges in a little tiny bit to make it work. And then it looks nice and tidy too inside of that paper clip. And then what we're gonna do, the goal is to punch a hole and then add an eyelet right there to hold it secure. So that's what we're gonna do. That's what we're gonna attempt to do. And you wanna get it as close to that paper clip as you can possibly get it without actually cutting through the paper clip. And then we're gonna add our eyelet. Okay. Should I go with the white one? Maybe we should do the aged, you know, the one that matches the paper clip, whatever that color is. That's not coming to my mind right now. Or should I do the brown? I don't know. Okay, we're gonna go with this. And then we're gonna crocodile it. Let's try that again. It's gonna be hard for me to show you this and hold everything, but you wanna get your crocodile and everything folded down nice and tight. And then set your eyelet. Just like that. And then you have this really cool little tape measure paper clip. Isn't that sweet? I feel like the color is washing out a little bit. This is a really pretty pink color. It's still not great, but anyway. Isn't that cute? I just love making these, and they're so easy. And then once they're on there with that eyelet. And you can round the edges or cut like a little dovetail if you wanted to in this. That would be cute probably. I've never done that. Let's try it. See if we can actually fold it and get a little dovetail. It would probably be easier before you put it on here if you're gonna do this. I think I got it though. Let's see. Make it kind of look like ribbon, you know? Oh, that is adorable. Let's do this side too. Okay, stop right now. That is too stinking cute. Would you look? How sweet. So that's how you make those. It's so easy. I mean, that is probably the simplest one there is to make. So I'm gonna make a few of those. I'm wondering what this would look like if we were to trim it in the middle instead of folding it. I'm gonna try that. This might be a huge failure. We'll see. But like if we did just a little snip and make a little triangle maybe. That way it's narrower in the center. I wonder if it'll fit the paper clip better. Let's see here. Actually, let's do it this way. Oh, actually that might be better, guys. If you just cut the center out a little bit, I feel like that might lay down better. Yeah, for sure. Okay, well that works better. Note to self, trim, trim, trim. Let's punch our hole. Okay, that's my favorite one so far. So can you see the difference in how it's laying down right here next to the paper clip? Let me get the other one and show you. You can maybe see the difference here. I don't know, they're both cute. This one's definitely lying down flat, but I kind of like the look of the one that's folded up. Is anybody else gonna notice the difference? Probably not. Probably not. So just carry on with whatever's easier, I guess. Let's try a few with this this measuring tape. It's a little bit thicker. Not that that matters at all. The eyelet will still puncture, but let's see what we're gonna do here. I think we'll go here. And I'm gonna go ahead and trim this one too. I made him on a tiny paper clip. I just think these are so cute. I don't know. What do you guys think about these? And you can also do the same thing with little pieces of leather. My husband is a leather crafter and he's always got little scraps of leather laying around. And they also look super cute. If you take a little piece of the leather, fold it around your paper clip and then do the same thing with an eyelet. So there's that. You can also, of course, use ribbon and lace and seam binding. Something I haven't done that I want to try though is using this aged tape. I feel like that would be such a cool look if you had some of that sticking out of the top of your journal. But I'm not quite sure how this is gonna work, so we'll give it a try and just see. Here we go. The thing will be trying to get it to look right as it gets crumpled up, and then you want all the sticky part to be with other stickies so you don't have a mess of a you don't want your paper clips being sticky to the touch, so you want to have all the sticky part covered with other sticky. What do we think about that? Okay, I'll try again. Here we are. Yeah, that's the trick, is getting it to be like even once it comes out of this little fold around the paper clip, so that you can get all the sticky part taken care of. I mean, you can do it and then just get what you get and then trim, I guess. That might be easier. I mean, that's kind of cool, guys. I'm kind of loving it. Let's check our pom-poms and then we'll... I think this is the last one I did. Did it work? No, it didn't work. It came right out. Oh wait, this one worked. The little red guy's on there. I must not have clipped the green one properly. Let's fluff him back out a little bit. Make him round again. So that did work, guys. So if you don't have hot glue, you can use regular glue. Let's see about this guy. Also, yes. Give him a little fluffy wuffy. Blue one, yeah, he's on there. Yellow. Oh, he's on there good. So those were cute. Let me glue this guy back. I feel like it'll work. I just need to get him, I feel like I didn't have the clips on there right. Let's try this again, shall we? Oh, see, I felt it slide out again. I feel like this little tiny paper clip might be not the right choice. I think you need more paper clip up in there. But we're gonna try it again. I have these Lisa Frank stickers, and I thought this would be really cool if we could get some of these stickers on paper clips to stick out of the top of the Lisa Frank journal. I feel like that would look so cute. I'm especially loving these lips, so we might give those guys a try. They look like they might be symmetrical and they would fit on the back of one another, so we'll give those a try for sure. Okay. And then let's do these leopard print lips on the back. I'm wondering if I should add glue or if the sticker itself will be enough of an adhesive. I think I'll try just the sticker first. Let me get these aligned properly. Okay. And then let's see how this works out. Because if this works and these hold on really well, the adhesive in this sticker, this would be so easy just to slap a couple of stickers together. Yep, I think it's gonna work. I think so, guys. Let's get it burnished down really well. Ooh, this is cute. Okay. They're not exactly symmetrical, so I'm gonna do a tiny little trim on the edge so that there's no sticky. Okay. It feels pretty secure, y'all. Stop it. Look how cute that, oh my gosh. That is cute, y'all. I'm getting excited about this Lisa Frank journal now. Oh my mercy. We're gonna try him on a little tiny paper clip. And then what do we want on the back of our rainbow guy here? Let's do a solid one. How about the pink one? Okay, here we go. Yes, yes, yes. Let's see if I've got these. Oh yeah, those wanted to go together properly. You know what it is? It's when you start mushing it around the paper clip that it gets off a little bit. I feel like they are pretty well symmetrical and even front to back. It's when you start working around the paper clip. So definitely try to get the edges first and then do your maneuvering around the clip. This is so cute, y'all. These are turning out good. Look at that. It's so cute. Y'all. These are so stinking cute. Oh my gosh. Look how cute that is, y'all. Oh. Okay. The last thing I wanted to try is using the label maker to make some embellished paper clips with words on them. Yes, I think this is going to be so super cute. The thing is, I'm not sure exactly if we should make two of the same word and then stick them together around the paper clip, or if I should make one long label that has a space in the middle so that we could kind of wrap it around the paper clip. We'll try both, I guess. Let's give ourselves a few spaces though, and then what are we gonna write? What's a good word? Dream, hope, love, laugh, free. Let's do inspire. Do we want, I think 3 spaces did just fine. Let's keep it with that. 1, 2, 3, inspire again. Okay, we're gonna do the same thing. You know what, I'm gonna take the fly off because, ooh, that actually was on there pretty good. I think that would work, but I didn't really love that one so much. We're gonna reuse that paper clip and figure out where we want. Let's put the fold. Yep, right here. Okay, and then when we get that, we can trim his edges. Oh, I wonder if we could use the corner trimmer. That would make it easier and even. Let's see what happens. Get him lined up here, right? Oh, it's thick. Okay, get in there. Hope I'm not about to. Ooh, there's not very much hanging on there. We're going with it. But it is even. Looks pretty good. Okay, I did that one better. I don't think we even need to trim the edges on this guy. Let's bump that right up to the edge there. Yep. That's it, guys. Look how cute that is. I think we might even be able to get away with only 2 spaces there. Don't need any at the end of the words, so I can quit using my tape on that. These are cute. Right? I'm into this. So we got Dream, Inspire. And Chop. Yep. Let's get it folded. All right. There we go. I'm just gonna trim it with my scissors this time. What do y'all think? Is that gonna... Ooh, that might break. I think I'm gonna trim it so that I can use less, or leave a little bit more for it to grab onto there in the center. But hopefully enough that the paper clip will fit. Got a little bit more heft there in the middle now. Okay. And I found the best way to do this is to hold it apart with like my right hand fingers and then align and mush it together with the left hand so that you don't get any sticky on the edges. Y'all, that turned out really good. Okay. You could even, like, if you want to leave a little room here and then put an eyelet in there with a little dangly charm or something on it. Look how cute that is. Some numbers. I like. These are cute and fun. Okay, this is a long one, but I think it actually might be kind of cute to have some longer ones sticking out of your book, right? So let's give this one a go. All right, peel. And I love these paper clips. I will link these below. I got these on Amazon and they are like that antique brass color, and they're like really heavyweight, good, strong paper clips. They feel very like quality. So I will link those down below for you guys. I have got to buy some more also because I've used up quite a few doing these paper clips, and they are my favorite. They have that old vintage look without having to go to the trouble of rusting your own paper clips, because that's kind of a chore. I don't especially love all the work that you have to put into rusting paper clips, but they are really cute. Maybe we'll do that in a video because I would like to have some more rusted paper clips to use. Okay, here we go. Let me trim. Oh, that's cute. Free to fly. And then free to fly. I put too many spaces right here. I was wondering why it was so close when I cut it on the edge here. It should have been more even like this one. But it's because I put too many spaces right there. But it's still cute. I'm glad it worked out so that I don't have to redo that one because I like it. All right. These are fun. I could sit here and do this all day. But I do have to go and get supper ready. So let's end it there. This could be a two-part video because I have so many more things I want to put on paper clips. But for today, I think that's going to be it. Y'all, let's talk about these for just a second, how cute they are. I'm in love with these little guys. I mean, and so easy to make. Love them. And then we have our Lisa Frank ones, y'all. Those, they're good. Just think how cute that's going to be sticking out of a Lisa Frank journal. Yeah. And of course, these little pom-poms would look good with Lisa Frank too, in all the colors. Look how cute those are. I'm glad that worked. I need to get some hot glue. I need to remind myself to do that right now when I get off of here. And then we did our vintage tape ones. That's another one that came together super fast, and I feel like it's gonna look so cool sticking out of the top of a journal. Simple but effective, right? Love those. And then we have our little tape measure ones that are also, there's a Q-tip in here because last night I messed up I got super glue on my mat and I tried to use a Q-tip and some acetone to get it off, and it took off the whole everything, like my lines on the mat and everything. So here are these. I mean, it doesn't get much cuter than that. And then you could put a bulb pin in here with some little beads on it. Ooh, that would be so cute. And then here are the gold ones. Also adorable. So cute for like a teacher's book, I think. So we've got those. And then maybe my most favorite of the whole everything were the stamps, y'all. Look how stinking cute these are. And easy. Oh, I will link these stamps down below for you guys to pick up because everybody needs to try this. They're easy. They turn out perfect every single time. And they're double-sided. Those are gonna look so cute on a journal. And then we had our random. Okay, friends, I had a little bit of a scare. My battery died while I was filming, and for a moment, the video did not show up in my camera roll. So I had a little bit of a panic attack and cried a little bit, and then when I restarted my phone, the video appeared. It was over 3 hours of footage, so I was I was devastated that I lost all that work and all that time, but thankfully the phone saved it. It just took a minute for it to show up in the camera roll. So where we ended, that was when my phone died. So I have organized all of our pretty little paper clips, and I thought we would take a look at them real quick. Dilly. Really, girl? So let's take a closer look at a few of these, the stamps. I feel like they are so good. And I will link as much as I can down below for you guys if you want to make these. These were so simple and easy. They came together so quickly. And they turned out perfect every time. And I love when a craft is like that. When it's easy, it comes together. It's like the stars align. I love that they are double-sided. And they're just beautiful. Look at those. Ooh, I love them so much. They're just so pretty, and you can see through them. So it's like, I don't know, it's a little whimsical too. We have the pink. Another easy one that turns out perfect every time. If these don't just really get you all nostalgic for the 90s, I don't know what will. Let's do our random ephemera bits because I do like these too. This is one of my favorites. This is a vintage buttermilk milk cap, and I just used a piece of Tim Holtz paper on the back for the backing, and I love this one. Ooh, yes. I also ordered some more milk caps. I'm happy to have those on the way too. We have a little piece of Tim Holtz ephemera and then our little pocket watch. We have mushrooms, our little 15-cent sign, and a ticket. Now the mushroom was really cool because I used washi tape as the backing on that, and look how cool that turned out. You can see the paper clip, but it kind of gives it like a finished look. I love that. Pointy fingers are another favorite, especially considering they came off of a pizza box. I feel like that's just like the best when you can use literal junk to make your junk journals cool. But look how sweet these apples are, and they would be so cute for a teacher's journal. And I love that the hot glue, it's nice and tidy on the back. It's not like big globs of glue back there hanging out. It looks really neat. The little meringues are my favorite, I think. Look how cute they are. And then we've got the ice cream and the cupcakes. So cute. The hat is adorable. How sweet. Neat as a pin. Love that. Couple of flowers there. Aren't those adorable? I love the little bookworm. You could use these as bookmarks too. I was thinking about that as I was making all of these. We can embellish our journals with them like super easily, but how cute would this be as a bookmark in your book that you're reading? I love it. But like this one that says one more chapter, how cute is that as a bookmark? And then the other side also says one more chapter. Love that one. We have, let's see, just some words like trust. This one says forever, but on the reverse you have friends. So you could do friends forever. Butterfly, because I do so many butterfly journals. I felt like I needed that. Of course, I did a couple for my sweets themed journal while I was at it. I did candy and sweet. And I believe I did cupcake somewhere. Yep, here it is. There's cupcake. So those are gonna be super cute. The Lisa Frank journal. We've got Lisa Frank. And then I did colorful. And there's rainbow somewhere. Oh yeah, and I did this other spelling of color. I don't know, I was feeling fancy. So rainbow and color. And then we have remember, I love wonder. Full of wonder. Magic on both sides. Inspire. Magical, dream, explorer. One more chapter, explorer. Explore, believe in, explore vintage, the believe in yourself. Believe in yourself, explore, and then these are repeats on the back. Vintage, explore. I've got Lizzie and then Dilly. So yeah, those are our embellished paper clips. And this is going to be part 1 because I had so many ideas that I didn't get to. And I had so much time invested in this video, I decided to go ahead and make a part 2. So if this is your thing, be looking next week for the part 2 of this video.
Bring me into golden sunlight. going with you, I know we'll get to the other side. Sinking in, I know this feels right. Catching a breeze, love moving through me like a wildfire, like a wildfire. Hey, I'm never the same. Whenever you're calling my name, I'm taking my sweet time. Hey, whatever the plan, I know I'm holding the best of me out of my hand. I know you always understand. Bring me into golden sunlight. If I'm going with you, I know we'll get to the other side. Sinking in, I know this feels right. Catching a breeze, love moving through me like a wildfire, like a wildfire. Bring me into golden sunlight. If I'm going with you, I know we'll get to the other side. Sinking in, I know this feels right. Catching a breeze, love moving through me like a wildfire, like a wildfire. Hey, I'm never the same. Whenever you're calling my name, I'm taking my sweet time. Hey, whatever the plan, I know I'm holding the best of me out of my hand. I know you always understand. Bring me into golden sunlight. If I'm going with you, I know we'll get to